In a small village nestled at the foot of misty mountains, lived a man named Raj. Raj was known throughout the village for his unfailing happiness. Whether it was a sunny morning or a stormy night, whether he succeeded or failed, Raj always carried a smile that seemed to light up the darkest corners. His neighbors were baffled. How could anyone be happy all the time? Life, after all, had its share of sorrows and struggles. One day, a curious young man named Arjun decided to uncover Raj's secret. "Raj," he said one afternoon, sitting on a wooden bench under a banyan tree, "how are you always so happy? Don't you ever get sad or angry?" Raj chuckled. "Of course, I do," he replied. "I feel sadness, anger, fear, just like everyone else. But I've learned a little trick." Arjun's eyes widened. "A trick? Tell me." Raj leaned in, lowering his voice as though sharing a grand secret. "Meet me tomorrow morning at sunrise by the river," he said. "I'll show you." The next morning, Arjun arrived by the riverbank, the sky painted in soft hues of orange and pink. Raj was already there, sitting cross-legged on a large rock. In his hands, he held a clay pot filled with water. "Take this pot," Raj said, handing it to Arjun. "Now, carry it up that hill without spilling a single drop." The hill was steep and rocky, and the pot was heavy. Arjun concentrated hard, his every step deliberate, his eyes fixed on the pot. By the time he reached the top, his arms ached, but he hadn't spilled a drop. Raj met him at the summit, a twinkle in his eye. "Well done," he said. "Now tell me, Arjun, what did you see on the way up?" Arjun frowned. "See? I didn't see anything. I was too focused on the pot." Raj smiled. "Exactly. And that's the first lesson, what you focus on grows. In life, if you focus on the things that make you sad or angry, those feelings will grow. But if you focus on what you're grateful for, happiness will fill your heart." Arjun nodded slowly, the lesson sinking in. "Now," Raj continued, "let's walk back down the hill." This time, Raj asked Arjun to observe everything around him, the fluttering butterflies, the wildflowers swaying in the breeze, the laughter of children playing by the river. When they reached the bottom, Arjun's face was lit with wonder. "Did you notice how beautiful the world is when you take the time to look?" Raj asked. "That's the second lesson, find joy in the small things. Even in hard times, there's always something to be thankful for, a kind word, a cool breeze, a moment of peace." Arjun smiled, feeling lighter than he had in days. "But what about big problems?" he asked. "How do you stay happy when life feels unbearable?" Raj nodded, as though expecting the question. "Come," he said, leading Arjun to the riverbank. He picked up a small pebble and tossed it into the water. "Do you see how small the pebble is compared to the river?" Raj asked. "Our problems are like that pebble. They seem big when we hold them close, but if we throw them into the vast river of life and step back, they shrink. That's the third lesson, perspective changes everything. Don't let one problem define your whole world." Arjun stood silently, the sound of the flowing river soothing his mind. Raj turned to him with a gentle smile. "Happiness isn't about avoiding problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about choosing where to focus your energy, finding joy in the moment, and trusting that every storm will pass." From that day forward, Arjun practiced Raj's 3 lessons. He focused on what he was grateful for, noticed the beauty in small things, and kept his problems in perspective. And slowly but surely, he too began to carry a smile that warmed the hearts of everyone around him. The villagers noticed the change in Arjun, and when they asked for his secret, he simply said, "Happiness isn't something you find. It's something you choose." And so, Raj's wisdom spread throughout the village, teaching everyone that even in the hardest of times, happiness was within reach, if only they knew where to look.